Okay, let's hope that this is working. Just gonna double check. Dang it. Just gonna double check they have the right audio. Yep, that's the multi-output device. And we are going to be reacting to the Buzzfeed Unsolved episode. And I'm going to be cuddling the giraffe of the crooked neck giraffe from Santa Barbara. Let's put this in theater mode. Close this. And press play.
What is that? Does it sound like it's going to be in the house? It sounds like a laugh. Hello? What the fuck is that?
That's an owl.
Oh. Mayflower Hall.
It's a nice name, nice placard.
Sure.
Smells like,
It smells like shit in here.
yeah, well, I mean, it smells a little musty.
That's what all the places that we go to smell like, dust.
If that is working.
Oh, that goes back pretty far.
Okay.
I'm gonna lose my mind in here.
I'm getting the vibes. Do you think on any one of these adventures you'll ever truly sort of have a psychic break?
Like a mental breakdown?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, you almost got there in the Sally house.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen today, huh?
I mean, I'm fingers crossed it does.
This week on Buzzfeed Unsolved, we investigate Penhurst State School and Hospital as part of our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real? This is actually now a Halloween attraction called
That's
Penhurst
coming up.
Asylum. And as you can see, they didn't really change much. It's still very much an abandoned hellscape.
This is what happens to all buildings, though, over time, right? When not tended to.
Yeah, this is kind of like a look of what the apocalypse would look like.
Yeah.
In micro form.
Place is really rotting very well.
Yeah, there were some pretty weird things that went down here.
Well, let's hear about it.
Okay, let's get into it. On January 23rd, 1903, Penhurst State School was commissioned as the Eastern Pennsylvania State Institution for the Feeble-Minded and Epileptic, a place for people with intellectual disabilities and people with epilepsy to live, learn, and be cared for in a safe environment. In the end, there would eventually be more than 20 buildings in total to make up the sprawling campus.
I get a vibe here, it's sort of like the Avengers headquarters.
Yeah, and by the way, it's a little bit like icky outside because it rained earlier today. So that's like a little uneasy for watching the spooky video.
Why
For
would
me.
you get that vibe?
Just rolling grounds, a lot of different buildings. Seems like a place the Avengers would live.
You know, you're right. As I scan around, this place definitely screams high tech.
Well,
We got like a couch over there with a couple cockroaches fucking.
I
We
touched
got this
it and my
like
hand
board.
turned black.
Your fingers are now falling off because you touched a wall. This place definitely Avengers worthy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the facility quickly fell into disrepair and poor living conditions, catalyzed mainly by the overcrowding, understaffing, and lack of funds. Regardless of their age, all residents of Penhurst were called children, even though there were many adult residents. In 1974, the reported average
Yeah, I go to a program for autistic adults, and one person refers to us as kids. Granted, she is like in her 70s, so she gets a pass on that.
age was 36 years old, and on average spent 21 years of their life at Penhurst.
Why did they call them children?
I don't know, I just read that.
Just very derogatory.
Yeah, back in the day, people did not know a lot about mental health. I heard that people who had ADHD or ADD were put in here because
Just lump them all in,
Lump
throw
them
them
all
over
in.
here. I feel like back in the day, they might have put you in here.
I mean, I guess if I was saying like I saw a ghost or I saw visions.
Yeah, if you went around town in like 1908 or 1910 saying, I seen ghosts, I see ghosts all the time.
All right.
Can we call the people?
You know where I
and-
saw a lot of ghosts? In this building over here, and then they just slammed the door
Yeah.
and close it up like the Red Wedding.
Yeah, you'd be one of the children.
I'd be one of the children. In 1968, nearly 60 years after Pennhurst's opening, a documentary series called Suffer the Little Children finally revealed to the public the horrors of the facility. A doctor at the facility who was actually named Dr. Fear.
If your last name is Fear and you receive a doctorate, I believe it is your moral responsibility to be a bad person.
Dr. Fear, I'm trying to think of
No.
professions you could actually be with that name. You're either going to be a supervillain, a pro wrestler, or an evil doctor.
He actually seems like the prime arch nemesis to C.C. Tinsley.
Dr. Fear versus C.C. Tinsley.
I'd read a serial about that.
We don't know what happened to C.C. Tinsley. Maybe he
Dr. Fear fucking murked him.
got murked by Dr. Fear. In the documentary, Dr. Fear admitted to threatening and punishing patients. In one instance, Fear punished a patient by injecting the patient with the most painful injection that would not cause damage.
Dude.
Like a real piece of shit.
He was a
Also, what type of injection is that for, like, research purposes for a fanfic?
piece of shit. The documentary also stated that the
Yes,
largest
no,
zoos in the
there it is.
country spent $7.15 each day on each animal, whereas Pennhurst only spent $5.90 per resident per day at the time of the airing.
That seems pretty cheap for animals.
Yeah, and then you look down and you go, oh, what's $5.90? Oh, that's humans.
To be fair, most humans I've met kind of suck. Well, animals are awesome.
Was that you?
No, that was a noise from over there.
So this was apparently a day room back in the day, or a common room.
Now it appears to have
A pentagram.
some other stuff. This looks like medical equipment.
Yeah, it was a hospital back in the day. Oh my god, this room is fucking horrifying over here.
It's just a room.
My goal here tonight, since this place was such a place of tragedies, I don't know, if we could reach out to them, maybe we could help some of them.
You're just looking for positivity? Is that what you're
I'm
saying?
trying to, while also trying to fight the fact that I'm fucking terrified right now, so.
Hello, spirits. We're here with good vibes. We ask you to let us film you tonight and put you on YouTube.
Is there anybody here right now? There's also a little doll in this bed here. Is that yours? Can you move the doll?
Oh,
Don't move the
hello.
doll.
You ever been to Mexico City? We got a fella who would love to meet you.
Can you move that doll?
It's not very heavy. Can you make her blink or make her head spin around?
Jesus Christ. Let's just start with move. How about that? And then we'll work up from there.
What do you want it to do? Like just get up and start dancing like
No,
the
I don't
WB
want it to.
frogs?
No, I want it
You
to.
want the little doll?
I want it to flip
Hello,
over or
my baby.
something.
Hello, my
If
honey.
it flipped over right now, that would be insane. In 1974, Terry Lee Halderman, a resident at Pennhurst, filed a class action lawsuit against Pennhurst State School and Hospital. While a resident at Pennhurst, Halderman reportedly suffered about 40 injuries, including cracked teeth, a fractured finger, and a broken jaw. During that trial, the conditions of Pennhurst were described and were later undisputed by the Supreme Court. Here's a quote on those conditions. Quote,
Oh, no.
conditions at Pennhurst are not only dangerous, with the residents often physically abused or drugged by staff members, but inadequate. Indeed, the court found that the physical, intellectual, and emotional skills of some residents have deteriorated at Pennhurst, end quote. Many residents were physically harmed by either abuse or neglect by the staff, including death. In his autobiography, former resident Roland Johnson described the smell of Pennhurst as a doghouse. Quote, it just smells like feces, rats crawling, roaches crawling all over, feces and pee on the floor, flies coming in the windows, end quote.
Ugh.
I'll be trying to get out. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, but flies also like poop.
They do like poop.
So if flies are trying to get in your house, you're probably not doing it right.
Rave Yelp reviews for flies.
Flies. On Yelp, 5 stars. Great food all around the digs. It's a fucking feast in here, boys.
Some of the best poop I've ever had.
Poop for miles.
They just leave it lying around.
Either way.
You usually have to work for it, but at this place, it's like an old country buffet, but full of poop.
In 1984, the final settlement of Pennhurst versus Halderman called for the closure of Pennhurst, and in 1987, Pennhurst State School and Hospital were mercifully officially shut down. This is only a brief summary of the horrors of Pennhurst State School, in which I've spared details that I found particularly upsetting. I can only imagine the unjust misery and suffering that took place within these walls. As a believer in spirits and energy, I believe those who suffered are more likely to remain, and in that respect, I find it highly possible that the poor souls that once stayed here still linger today. That being said, let's get into some of the places that are supposedly the most active, starting with the underground tunnels. At Pennhurst, buildings are actually linked by an underground tunnel system. Down here, there's all kinds of reported activity. A property manager even refused to venture down alone. This is the tunnel system that's under the entire facility. So this goes from all the buildings, kind of like a spider web.
Yeah.
And as you can see, it isn't pleasant.
I'm not trying to be crass here, but there is a surprising amount of penis art in
Is there?
here. Well, Ryan.
Oh, wow, that's a triumphant penis right there.
Very proud of itself.
So, throughout this tunnel, we have a laser grid and we have a bunch of motion lights going to the end of the tunnel. So if anything runs toward us or moves in this tunnel, we're going to see it. This does look like the Twilight Zone.
Yeah. See, now that looks cool. If a ghost did that, that would be fun.
If there's anybody down here who's sad or mad, just make your presence known, move.
Jiggle. Drop a deuce or get off the pot, buddy.
Jesus Christ, dude. Pennhurst is so active that there's a book written about the hauntings by a woman named Tamara Lawrence, who worked in the Mayflower building in 2011. She details the 4 known spirits that haunt the 2nd floor of the building. The first is a little boy named Howie, who plays with a Fisher-Price airplane. Howie, we hear this is your plane if you're here. We also hear you don't like people touching it. If you're here, could you perhaps move the plane?
Howie, if you don't move this plane, I'm gonna touch it with my dirty hands.
His dirty man hands.
I'm gonna disrespect your favorite toy.
Oh my God, don't phrase it that way.
It's a toy, Ryan.
I mean, it can't get much worse than being in this room. If you truly are trapped in here, Howie, I'm sorry, because this room is gross. Oh God, what are you gonna do? You have a very sly, evil smile on right now. I don't like it.
I'm gonna touch it.
I know you're gonna touch it.
Here we go, Howie. I'm gonna touch your plane.
The second ghost is a shadow man who is repeatedly seen in the common room or in the bathroom. One couple claimed to discover that his name is Fisher, a name which can be found on a wall in one of the cells. This shadow man has been caught multiple times on camera by other investigators. Perhaps we'll be lucky enough to do the same. So, right now we're in the common room. This is where a shadow man is often seen. He's actually been caught in a couple pictures in this room. So I thought, we just walk around in the dark, take some pictures, and maybe he'll pop up in some of them.
I have a crazy hunch that your eyes are gonna play tricks on you and you're gonna lose your mind.
Okay.
I'm gonna douse my light now.
Oh shit. Yep, you're right. You're 100% right. Okay.
Well, start flashing.
Anybody in here with us? Don't mind me. I'm just gonna take your picture. Say cheese. Oh God, this is fucked up. Oh,
That's a chair.
okay.
Look down that long hallway.
Shut up, Shane. Shooting.
You notice how your eyes play tricks on you when it's dark like this?
Firing.
Shadow Man.
Fisher? Is that your name? Are you in here? Oh my God, this is fucking
I
horrifying.
don't like this one bit.
I really don't like this. Is anybody here with us right now? What was that?
What?
What was that? What was that? I heard something in that cell over there.
You heard something?
It sounded like a pebble moving or something. It could have been just like a drop from the ceiling.
Try to rationalize it all you want, but you know it's a ghost.
I'm just gonna phase you out right now. Ready? Firing.
Anything behind me?
Dude, there's no fucking head on you.
What? I would have been into that.
The third ghost is the spirit of a little girl who is seen in different spots throughout the second floor. The fourth ghost.
That's all we got on her?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I don't know anything about her. The fourth ghost is an angry nurse. According to multiple reports, people are stabbed with what feels like a needle. Both of these ghosts have been reported in what Lawrence calls the art room. Got some new toys here. These are called dowsing rods. So now people use these today to communicate with ghosts. They'll say something like, show me what a yes looks like.
Show me give me a yes.
Usually they'll cross like that, like they just did because I moved my hand.
Yeah, so the hands being involved in this seems, because look, if you give me one.
It's not a toy.
Send word to the Shaniacs. We're done. We're disbanding.
I'm gonna take that and shove it right into your neck, watch the blood come out, and laugh and walk away.
And then I'll become a ghost because now they're real.
It's not a toy, give me you fucking... To remove the possibility of human error,
Yeah.
I'm going to tape these dowsing rods to this. So what's gonna be interesting is it's gotta be kind of even. At this moment, our audio recorder picks up a distant scream. It's gotta be kind of even.
It does sound almost identical to the owl noise that we heard. Okay. Little owl out there?
No, it doesn't. I could put them back to back.
Do it again. I mean, it could be different birds.
Maybe Solus is in an argument with his dad.
All right, if there's anybody in here right now, could you move those two rods and show us what a yes looks like? Or better yet, let's just start with, can you move those two rods? I'm not saying that the people here who worked here were all bad people, but there were a couple bad eggs. And there's reports of a very angry nurse here who stabs people for no reason. So if that's true, move these little rods here. Or if you want us to leave, move these rods here. They are definitively not moving.
Yeah, because they're taped in place.
Hey, nurse.
Oh, God.
Bad nurse. Come on, put some needles in me.
Is there anybody in the room with us right now?
I hate that noise.
After asking if anybody is in the room, our audio recorder picks up two distant whimpers. The second one maybe sounds like an owl. I'll give you that.
It could be 1,000 things before it's a ghost.
Well, listen to this one.
I'm not buying it.
Okay, not buying it. To close this out, let's investigate perhaps the most active floor in the Mayflower building, the third floor. This floor used to serve as dormitories for patients, and the current caretaker has claimed numerous residents still remain. In an effort to allow for easier communication, we'll explore the entire floor individually.
How are you feeling? You know, I'll go in first. And I'm going to... Dude. I am now walking alone on the third floor. There appear to be a great deal... Oh, Ryan's gonna hate this. Here's a hallway that no one in their right mind would walk down because it has 1,000 doors. I'm going to continue all the way down this hallway.
I wouldn't do this because I would get
I think
lost.
down here,
I would get lost.
in this sad, scary room, is where I'm going to initiate the ghost box.
Ah,
Use a
jeez.
spirit box. We've used it before,
I
but
hate that thing.
basically, it's a box that scans through radio channels at a very fast rate. Every 0.2 of a second, a new channel is going to be skipped to, and it's thought by that rapid skipping, it'll produce white noise that spirits can manipulate to talk to us.
Not really hearing anything on this.
And since it's scanning so fast, it's very unlikely that it's radio interference. If we hear something that's 2 words in a row, I'm pretty confident that's something speaking to us.
I'm here for you. If you're here, maybe sing a little song for me on my voice box. Communicate with me in some way.
Yeah, that was mystery play.
I'm here.
Right before Shane says I'm here, our audio recorder picks up a distant scream.
I really hope it's just
I'm
all
here.
birds.
I'm here. It's an ink blot test for you.
No,
Yeah, it is.
I don't think it is.
You see what you want to see, you hear what you want to hear. I
5
get
more
it.
minutes.
It's fun for you.
No, I'm taking.
You love ghosts.
No,
you want to
no.
believe in them.
I'm
Shouldn't
taking
do
the
this.
anomalies and putting them out there for judgment.
Send them out.
That's
Throw
what I
a
just did.
parade for the anomalies.
That's what I just did. And you know what? You're allowed to have a different opinion. I personally think it's evidence, but you know.
That's great.
That's great.
Come on, boys. Ryan's not here right now. It's your time to kill me.
I wish I could approach it with the boyish joy that he does. I hate that he's having such a good time in there.
Moaning Myrtle. This looks like your kind of joint.
I really do.
Don't you hear how cocky I am? Wouldn't you like me to just shut the hell up?
Because I know when I go in there, my mind's gonna implode.
Fuck.
Oh God.
Keep walking. That's all you can do is keep walking.
Shut up. Hello? Is there anybody in here that wants to talk to me? Oh my God, this is the fucking worst. I don't mean to scare you. Trust me, I am way more scared of you right now than you are of me. In fact, why don't you just not do anything? How did Shane do this laughing? What the fuck is wrong with this man? Doesn't help that every fucking wall in here is painted with "get out." All right, I'm gonna turn on my spirit box. Use this to communicate with me.
He's gonna hate this.
I fucking hate this. What was that? Oh, I got the chills. Who's here with me right now?
The devil.
Is there anybody here with me? What was that? You? My name's Ryan. Can you say Ryan back? Oh my God. No, it's just my mind. It sounded like Ryan. Oh God, there's pentagrams everywhere in here for some reason. Who's in here with me? Jeff? How many of you are in here? 4? Well, no, you said 3.
Ryan, you gotta walk down that long hallway with all the doors.
I'm walking down the hallway. I was at the end right now.
The one when you walk in immediately to your left.
All right. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's what you have to walk down. Hurry up, you've got 2 minutes.
Oh, this is horrible. This is so horrible. Who's here with me? Bree? Oh, God. It's an old wheelchair. Bree, why are you here? Bree?
All right, Ryan, we're coming up on 7 minutes here.
Fuck yeah. Get the fuck out of here. See you later. Peace.
How'd it go? You did it. What did... You seem rattled right now.
Yeah, I'm a little rattled because I just spent an entire 7 minutes up there alone
Yeah.
as a little ghost antenna, just talking to ghosts, and I didn't enjoy it, and I want to leave now, so let's leave.
Little ghost antenna. The Ryan Bergara story. Well, it's been real.
Penhurst State School and Hospital.
You got...
Okay, so I hear a weird noise, and I think that might be my headphones.
Saul. I don't know.
Yeah.
We gotta figure that
We'll
out.
figure that out. Do you think the place is haunted?
No.
Why don't you ask me? What do you think my
Ryan,
answer is going to be?
Do you think the place is haunted?
You know what? Not sure,
Oh.
but probably.
Okay. Stop.
Yes. Based on our experiences tonight, I unfortunately believe that many spirits remain trapped within the walls of this tragic facility. Hopefully I'm wrong, but regardless, whether or not Penhurst State School and Hospital is definitively haunted will remain unsolved.
Well, I'm getting this here, and I'm gonna check to see if my audio on my headphones is broken or not.